Not messing around today. Every single human being watching this is going to get something out of this one today. Promise. If you're ambitious and you follow your peers on the internet, there's no doubt that at some point you have or you will experience a little bit of jealousy. It doesn't feel good inside. It feels ugly. And when we feel that way, we don't like that part of ourselves. It's counterproductive and not a lot of good comes from it. We want to stay out of that jealousy zone. We all know this. So how do we make this feeling go away? How do we stop feeling that way? Well, we're all human. We can't turn off our emotions like a water faucet, right? But you can manage these feelings. You can actually manage those feelings into oblivion and make them shut up and go away. You can be successful at combating jealousy. So how do we do this? Keep watching. Jealousy is an internally induced mindset that grows from our own insecurities. Jealousy has nothing to do, really, with the other person. It has everything to do with ourselves and our own self-image. That's it. The first thing we have to do is face them and acknowledge that these feelings are there. Then we can work on the solutions. These are feelings you have and only you. That's right. Feelings of jealousy begin and end with you. They don't exist in the rest of the world. Why is this important? Because it allows you to see the limitations of these feelings. They're completely subjective. They're driven completely by you, which means they also can be completely crushed by you. Isn't that a great realization? You have control. We also have complete control to not allow these subjective, negative feelings that we're going to learn to control in a minute affect anyone around us. Now, I'm not going to tell anyone to not talk about their feelings, but in this particular situation, good rarely comes from talking about our jealousy. Because depending on who you're talking to, the tone of the conversation, and the goals of the conversation, talking about being jealous of another person often just turns into a gossip fest. It's totally unproductive, not positive, and not solution-oriented. It's poisonous, basically. So if you really need to talk it out with someone and you're in a safe situation to do so, where you trust the other person and you think you can stay objective about it, go ahead and talk about it, but keep the focus on you, not on the person that you're jealous of. Because again, it has nothing to do with them and everything to do with you. It's all about us, our self-image, how we see ourselves, or how we want to see ourselves and don't. So actually, we can get a lot of deeply rooted intel about ourselves by looking at what prompts our jealousy. That can lead to a lot of good self-growth. If you can pinpoint some of those specific things that make you cringe with jealousy, that will show you your own weak spots. Weak spots you can work on and strengthen. So just think about that for a minute. Your jealousy just gave you the gift of insight. So use that insight thoughtfully and make a positive-minded plan for your own self-improvement. Before I go on, if you're enjoying this video so far, please feel free to subscribe to my channel where you get a lot more content like this. And if you have a friend who you think might benefit from this one, sharing is caring. Their share button's right below and you can send a link over to them. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kathy. I'm really glad you're here. Okay, back to business. Remove the object of your jealousy from your social media and social interactions. Unsubscribe to their emails. Do what you need to do. I know this sounds extreme, but it's part of your recovery plan. You have to get the object of your jealousy out of your face in order to have a rest from those feelings and to keep them from resurfacing. And you really need to be strict about this and just do it. Because again, this has nothing to do with them, but seeing them is a negative emotional trigger for you. So in order to recover and evolve and become smarter and wiser inside and more peaceful and a happier person, it's an important step, even though it has nothing to do with them personally, just remove the problem. Move it out. I think they'd understand. Practical tip number 2, concentrate on you. Concentrate on your own work like this with blinders on. That's right. Throw yourself into your own work like crazy. No looking at somebody else's paper. Immerse yourself. Become obsessed with your own work. Just focus on your stuff. This is the number one way to get rid of those feelings. Just be too busy to care. It works. It works. When you throw yourself into your own work, it is the best feeling. It is a positive feeling, and it has nothing to do with anybody else. It's only good feelings inside for you. And it helps you to project positive feelings out. That jealousy is not even going to come into your mind. Is not even going to be in the same universe as you are when you're in your zone. Because you'll be happy doing your thing. And that's where it's at. And by chance, if you do happen to have them float into your brain, your mind will be calm and positive. They'll float right in and float right out like they're on a cloud in the sky. You're focused on you and what you're doing. And you're in the middle of appreciating your own individuality and your own uniqueness and your own talents and sharing that. And that is not compatible with jealousy. That's like oil and water. It's sort of like a science experiment, really. Those feelings just are incompatible with the feeling of jealousy. They can't be in the same room together. It's like chemically impossible. So keep yourself in the zone of your own work and it'll totally neutralize those feelings. If you do this and you're really into it and you're really focused on it and working on it, this is 100% effective. Remember, this is all about you and this is where the recovery begins. You're not doing yourself any good to feed the beast. And if you can't find it in yourself to take action to stop the behavior, genuinely stop the behavior, ask yourself then what feeding the beast is feeding in you. The more self-awareness you discover about your own behaviors, the easier it is to put the right strategies in place to combat it. And the quicker you start on the road to recovery from jealousy, the quicker you're gonna feel like positive, sunshiny you again. And kick that yucky jealousy out of here. Yuck. Just remember who the boss is of you. You're the boss of you. So kick jealousy to the curb. What's your best tip for managing jealousy? Tell me in the comments below and let all of us know. And everybody can benefit from it. It'll help a lot of people. Thank you so much for watching today. And I really hope that this one has helped you. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.